What is up, budget billers? My name is Trill, and happy Valentine's Day to all the women watching today. Sorry, fellas, that message only goes to the ladies, but everyone, we do have some shocking news. The IRS is reporting some major delays right now, from old stimulus checks to the 2020 tax refund checks, and now they are delaying with the 2021 tax refund checks as well. Also, guys, in shocking news, the Los Angeles Rams won the Super Bowl yesterday. Yes, it seems like most people were expecting the Bengals to win, but they ended up coming up short. And last but not least, guys, hey, some Americans are getting very depressed and concerned with the increase in inflation. Consumers are outraged and believe that the U.S. is on the wrong trajectory. And we also want to talk about some $500 stimulus checks that was just announced. So if you're interested in any of these topics today and you want to be a part of this channel, be so kind and go ahead and subscribe to it. It's totally free. And if you end up liking today's video, then go ahead and hit that like button for us. It really helps out this channel. Now, let's go ahead and start with the video. Okay guys, real quick, I wanted to ask you for your support again on my new YouTube channel that will be launching sometime this month, and it's called Budget Bill Finance. I am going to be talking about how to grow your wealth, how to invest in stocks, as well as how to invest in real estate. And I'm going to be showing you guys exactly what I'm doing outside of YouTube. So if you want to be a part of that channel, be so kind and go ahead and subscribe to it today. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers, guys, so I need your help. Anyways, guys, hey, I hope to see you guys there. Now that link will be down below in the description. Well, guys, hey, the Super Bowl is over and we do have a winner. And yes, that winner is the Los Angeles Rams. So a lot of you stated in the comments section on my community tab that you thought, as well as myself, that the Cincinnati Bengals was going to win the Super Bowl. But unfortunately, they ended up coming in short by 3 points. Yes, the game ended up with the Rams winning 23-20. And the Super Bowl is finally over, guys. So congratulations to all of those fans of the Los Angeles Rams. Moving on, hey, we do have information regarding the Biden administration in which they have been urging Americans all this past weekend to go ahead and leave the Ukraine immediately. So that it has been the main focus over this weekend because they didn't know exactly when Vladimir Putin, the president of Russia, was planning on making his attempt on attacking or invading the Ukraine. But Biden as well as Putin ended up speaking on Saturday morning and ended up having no luck in regards to having diplomacy as far as removing this potential attack on the Ukrainians. But anyways, guys, hey, the Americans have been leaving over this weekend, and that is not the only thing that has happened because Biden also warned that, look, if you are American and you do not leave the Ukraine by this weekend, hey, the United States is not going to rescue Americans. Yes, that is what President Biden had to say this past weekend. Now, he stated that American citizens should leave. They should leave right now, the president said on the NBC interview, adding that rescuers in a conflict zone during a Russian invasion would risk world war. So they are urging all Americans to go ahead and leave because if you don't and this war ends up happening, the United States will not be rescuing those Americans until it is all over. But no telling how long that could actually take, guys. But anyways, hey, you better listen to the president, right? But anyways, guys, hey, some U.S. consumers are in a deep funk right now. And exactly what are we talking about? We are talking about Americans as well as consumers are in a funk because of this inflation that's going on right now. It is getting ridiculous out there. But these concerns around inflation soar American consumers' outlook on the trajectory of the United States economy has deteriorated, worrying some experts that negative attitudes could dampen expenditure and put a dent in the economic growth in this country. Now, according to the University of Michigan's closely watched Consumer Sentiment Index, or better known as CSI, it fell to about 61.7% in early February, hitting the lowest level since October of 2011, and January saw a reading of 67.2%. But these recent declines in the measure have been driving a weakening personal finance prospects amid the rising inflation and less confidence in the government's economic policies and the least favorable long-term economic outlook in a decade. And incredibly, the consumer is pulling negatively on almost everything when it comes to the economy. And if their confidence doesn't improve, the economy could be headed towards the cliff of a recession. And Chief Economist Christopher Rupley said in a note, he said that we almost have to recheck our figures because the consumer is clearly in a deep funk. And if they decide to call it quits, then the economic growth we have seen is going to fade much faster. So again, guys, hey, it looks like a lot of people are really concerned right now because of this increase in inflation, and it doesn't look like it's going to end anytime soon. As well as we have our Social Security recipients, as well as our seniors continuing to struggle because of these price increases in pretty much everything out there, from gas prices to prices of consumer goods, as well as to prices of goods and services. And yes, this is really affecting everyone right now, except for the billionaires and the wealthy individuals. But we are not concerned about them, guys. We are concerned about those individuals who fit in the category of either low or either moderate income levels. And yes, this inflation is really causing concern right now. And a lot of people are really being saddened and depressed right now because of this. And we hope that they don't fall off a cliff and fall short, because this could really put a damper in the growth of this economy, as well as things that are going on right now in the United States. So again, guys, we need to be mindful of this going on, as well as our neighbors that are struggling right now. And we continue to keep hope and hope that this inflation has pretty much hit its peak and can actually reverse over the next couple of weeks or so. But we will continue to keep watching this news story and continue to keep updating you guys as usual. But as if we already don't have enough bad news right here, we do have word from the IRS, in which they have already stated that, for number one, hey, the 2020 unemployment tax refunds are going to be delayed until sometime this year in 2022. I mean, it has already been over 1 year and we still have to wait even longer. But what can we expect, guys? Hey, the IRS is really shorthanded right now. We already know that they are shorthanded, in which President Biden wanted to give them an additional $80 billion in relief funds to help them hire more individuals, as well as to try to hurry up and push forward with getting out some of these 2020 unemployment tax refund checks. And yes, that is not the only thing that they are behind on, guys, because they are also behind on sending out additional stimulus checks. Yes, that is true. Majority of people have already received their stimulus checks that have been given out under the Trump administration, as well as the Biden administration, but there are still some individuals out there that are still waiting on their stimulus checks to arrive. And yes, the IRS has already admitted that they are delayed on pretty much everything that they have going on right now. But that's not the only thing, guys. They have also warned those individuals that are already been filing their 2021 tax refund checks. Yes, they have told those individuals as well that those 2021 refund checks will be delayed as well. But on top of that, it really depends on if you had any errors when you filed your tax refund. So yes, guys, it really depends on exactly where you sit at, whether you've had some concerns with your tax refund that you actually applied for and sent it off to the IRS, or just in general, if you are just waiting on your normal stimulus check or your regular tax refund check, it could be delayed. And yes, the IRS has already acknowledged this as happening, and they did tell the American people that just give them some time and just be patient. They are working as hard as they can, and they will get those out as soon as possible. But I do have a few tips right here that is going to help some individuals get their tax refunds, as well as stimulus checks, as well as other things, so that they are not delayed longer than they have to be. And yes, this article right here talks about these 5 errors that could delay your tax refund. So for starters, the IRS has already told you that if you did receive a child tax credit in the year of 2021, hey, you want to be mindful that a letter should be coming in the mail, and it should tell you exactly how much money you actually receive from these child tax credits. And it states right here in this article, one of the errors that could prevent you from having a delay in your tax refund is that you need to keep an eye out on your child tax credit information. And like I said, guys, that paperwork will be mailed out to most individuals. And you need to use that information when you file your tax refund. That information is key to putting the right information on your tax refund. Now, in addition, they want you to avoid entering in incorrect information. This is one of the top 5 issues that the IRS sees every single year is regarding of why it will delay you from getting your tax refund check. So again, be mindful of putting in the right information. And then again, if you played any type of crypto or bought any crypto and sold it, hey, you want to be mindful that that is additional information that you want to be including in your tax refund before you send it off to the IRS. Majority of Americans are probably not thinking about this information that they need to include that because the IRS is aware that you are participating in your cryptocurrency and purchasing as well as selling it. So you want to make sure that you do include that on your tax refund. So yes, guys, those are just a couple of areas that the IRS sees that is going to be the biggest issue in why individuals are going to have their tax refund being delayed. But hey, now that you know and you heard from Budget Bill, hey, that is not going to be an issue for you and I, is it? So yes, guys, pay attention to that information, guys. And lastly, but not least, guys, hey, we do have information regarding another $500 stimulus check. According to this article, Governor Mills proposed a $500 check would reach more Mainers than previous relief payments. And yes, it says that about 800,000 taxpayers would benefit from this proposal, including 275,000 people who were ineligible last year because they were either retirees, they were self-employed, or they either were a business owner. But anyways, guys, hey, Governor Janet Mills' proposal is going to return half of the state's $822 million in revenue surplus to these 800,000 taxpayers in the form of a $500 stimulus check. And it will also benefit about 275,000 people who weren't even eligible from the previous year. Now, the Mills administration released this information about the plan on this past Friday, as well as other details around a $148 million in spending proposals that she unveiled in her State of the State speech on Thursday night. Along with the $500 checks and other initiatives, the total includes a $20 million plan to provide free community college tuition for up to 2 years for students who graduated high school in 2020 and 2021, plus those who will graduate in 2022 and 2023. That is some very good news, guys. I am really excited to see that. But all of the Mills proposals that she talked about on this past Thursday will need to survive the legislative budget negotiations over the coming months. And those debates were already taking shape on Friday. And Mills is expected to formally present her budget proposals sometime this week. And the plan to issue a new round of checks to Maine residents would have the broadest immediate impact and predictably generated questions about exactly who would be eligible for one of these stimulus checks. So again, guys, if you live in the state of Maine, hey, your governor is doing an amazing thing right now, taking her surplus of $822 million and then taking some of that money, or at least half of that money, and distributing it out to its residents in the state of Maine. That is awesome news, guys, as well as she is going to be offering 2 years of free community college to individuals that graduate between the years of 2020 to 2023. That is just awesome, guys. I hope other states are looking at this type of thing going on in Maine, and hopefully they can introduce something in their own states that is either similar to this type of information. This is really positive, guys. I am really excited to see this information and see this type of stimulus relief aid being sent out to its residents. But anyways, guys, hey, I hope all of this information was helpful to you today. Well, anyways, guys, hey, that's all I have for you today. Now, if you enjoyed this type of content and you want to see more, hey, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It's totally free. And if you like this video, then go ahead and hit that like button for us. It really helps out this channel, as well as it tells YouTube to share this video with others. But anyways, guys, hey, I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching, and I hope to see you on the next video. Peace.